What's going on, guys? We are here with a new car. It is a ct200h. It is a 2015, and yeah, as you can read from the title of the video, we're going to be doing some work on it. So I actually didn't film the first like 3 days of me doing this, but here we are right now. It took me a while to get off this axle nut right here. Finally got an impact wrench to be able to take it off. I've been spraying it with penetrating oil for the past like 2-3 days, and finally was able to get it off. Right now I'm going to take off the brakes and then get the rotors off, get the bearing off, and then pop on the new one. So we got like 14 millimeters to take off the brake calipers, and then a 10 millimeter to take off the speed sensor. It's 17 millimeters, my bad, for the calipers. So like the 17 millimeters, these two big ones, and you can't miss it. I was tightening it.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
You're a bitch.
Need a cheater bar. So there's I think they're 14 millimeter bolts. Yeah. 14 millimeter bolts that are holding this wheel bearing thing in place. So I'm just gonna undo those. So I actually did the driver's side off camera because taking off the axle nut and then the wheel bearing itself was just a pain in the ass. So I didn't film that, unfortunately.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But hopefully I can film the process doing the passenger side. Hopefully it's a bit easier since I know what to do. But yeah, we'll get started. So I got an impact wrench and a 30 millimeter socket. Just gonna take off the axle nut. So axle nut off, I'm going to take off the brake caliper, which is two 17 millimeter bolts in the back. Take off the whole caliper, hang it up, and then remove the rotor and get started on removing the actual wheel bearing. So caliper is off. Just hung it up with some rope on the spring there. Gonna take off this rotor, and then that will be able to see the wheel bearing, and we can start hammering that bad boy off. So we got the old wheel bearing off. It took like 2.5 hours of just hammering on the old one to finally get it off, but we hammered basically the edges and then inched it out. So yeah, that was it. So there we have it. Wheel bearing on. Sorry I didn't film all of it, but it was me just banging away at the wheel bearing for like 2.5 hours. But yeah, it's all on. It's two of these 17 or 14 millimeter bolts, and then two up top here, two on the bottom here, and then that basically holds it in. So yeah, this side is actually done. I think I've torqued all the bolts to OEM spec, and then the only thing that was left was the actual axle nut, which I grabbed from Amazon. Just waiting for those to come in, and then yeah, that's it. We're gonna torque these down. I think it's like 216 Newton meters or something like that, and I had to actually grab another torque wrench for that because this one only went up to like 80 or something. 108. Focus. There you go, 108 Newton meters. And yeah, had to grab just another one off Amazon. We're gonna torque this down and then stake it. the old pads. The pads that I bought off Rock Auto. Alrighty, all done. I'm gonna use the impact wrench to kind of like torque this down a bit more because I don't think I can't get enough torque with this small torque wrench to get like 214 newton meters. So hopefully the impact wrench will do the work. In the meantime, I'm gonna start cleaning these wheels and then get it ready. So I'm doing these rear brake pads. You're supposed to have like a special square tool to like twist it in. It's just kind of like you need to turn the piston in to decompress it or compress it. But I don't have the tool and I didn't know you needed it until now. So I have a pair of needle nose pliers and just gonna turn it in this way. It's probably not the best. Probably easier to just use the tool, but the car's been sitting here for like a week and I don't want to wait another day to finish it up. Alrighty, all done. Wheels are all cleaned up, and then just gonna mount them back on the car, and then yeah, that's all she wrote. I know this video was like all over the place, but those wheel bearings were no joke to take off the car. The whole reason I'm changing out the wheel bearings in the first place is if you go over like 60 kilometers an hour, the driver's side wheel starts whirring. Like you hear, like the road noise is crazy. My wife said there was like vibrations at like 80 kilometers an hour, but I didn't feel it. When we bought the car, the original owner thought the wheel bearings were bad as well, so he bought 2 wheel bearings and just never replaced it. So I thought might as well just replace them anyways and do the brakes at the same time. But yeah, that's finally done. Until next time, see you guys later. Peace.